Hey, and welcome to map 3 of Doom 64's Lost Levels. This is Cold Grounds. The thing with this level is that we are seeing another keep level here where we basically have to infiltrate the center of the level. We basically start outside and there's a lot of enemies outside here that we really want to deal with. I'm just scavenging for health and armor at the minute. There's a lot of opportunities to kill enemies further on in the level in this one, but the disadvantage to that obviously is that we'll be burning through quite a lot of ammo. So ammo management is going to be quite important on this one. We get a chain gun here and some armor, so this level does not hold back in giving us what we want. There is an Arachnotron way off in the distance here. There's some Arachnotrons in cages. They can be pretty annoying on this level, so it's a good idea to try and get rid of them as quickly as possible. There's a super shotgun there on the ground. I'm going to take care of the pinkies with the chain gun first, so I don't really fancy grabbing it and using it on them. There's also light amplification goggles, which are actually slightly useful here. If only because they make the enemies easier to spot up top. You can see here that the enemies in the center, if they're able to, they will try to make their way towards us. At this exact moment, we could go up top, but I don't really want to. Right now, I want to make sure we clear out the moat around this keep. As you can see, there are plenty more enemies down here for us to deal with and mess around with. It's worth killing all of these enemies just because later on in the level we are going to hit points where ammo will become a bit of a stretch. Good opportunity here to get rid of the Hell Knights at the end of the level. Spoilers, that was the exit. We enter this nice looking cave here with all the candles lighting up the outsides of the room. You can also see our good friend the Pain Elemental has come to say hi. We're safe behind this bar and it's worth getting rid of this thing as quickly as possible. There's going to be a lost soul down here, isn't there? Yes, there is. We've pretty much gone as far as we can go in that direction, so we may as well go back and head up that lift that we saw earlier on. The thing with these kind of levels in Doom 64 is that they're basically demanding you go exploring. You need to look in every sort of corner of this map to unfold the level so that you can actually get further into it. And I know some people really don't like that kind of level. Some people just like to be taken through a level. So this is very much one of those levels where if you don't like exploration and kind of backtracking, this is not the one for you. Good chance to pin down the Hell Knight numbers in the center there. You can see a bunch of pinkies down below. My shooting was terrible there. Good opportunity to get rid of that Arachnotron as well. We need the yellow key to hit that switch there. That'll allow us to go further into the level. There is also an invulnerability there. I'm going to save that for the second wave, I think. The second wave of monsters can be pretty nasty on the tougher difficulties. Lots of ammo for us there. We're going to take care of this horde of pinkies now. We've let them live for too long. Also a good idea because more enemies are going to be spawning into the level here, and I really don't want to be dealing with all of those enemies at once. Grabbing the yellow key brings all these enemies into play here. There's a few cacodemons that have spawned around the keep area here, so we just need to make sure we don't get overrun by those. With the imps eliminated, we can now focus on the flying meatballs. You can see the pillars there still up. We need to hit the yellow switch here, which allows us access to this central area. See that cacodemon way off in the distance there. Don't see any other threats right now. When we hit this switch, it's going to bring down the wall, and we're going to see some Hell Knights behind it. When we hit this switch here, this wall will drop down and another Hell Knight will come out. There is actually a chance to access a secret in here. Let's see if I can make that happen. There we go. So this is the only secret in the level. It gives us a supercharge. It is very much appreciated. Something is shooting at us. I can hear something shooting at us. Oh, it's the Hell Knights and the Barons up there, right. Going to do a very quick sweep here for ammo, just to see if there's any more that we can grab. There's lots of little shotgun shells around, and that's good for us. We also need to hit that switch. We don't need to kill those enemies right now, but it's a good idea to thin the herd as much as possible. When we grab the red keycard there, more enemies spawn in. There's 2 pain elementals that spawn alongside all these enemies, so it's probably a good idea to find those as quickly as we can. I'm going to now make use of this. Pain elementals are a real nightmare in this game because they shoot 2 at a time, and the lost souls are generally more aggressive in this game. And if you allow them to flood a level with lost souls, then things can get very hectic very quickly. What is this? Let's get rid of the meatballs here. Looks like the pen elementals found me. They also look way more menacing in Doom 64. I have to say, like, that thing looks like it could give you nightmares. Good thing we did this, because we were able to catch those cacodemons before they became a real problem for me. What? Oh, you, hello. That was a cheap shot if there was ever one. There's plenty of ammo inside here for the rocket launcher. If you go up these elevators, there's two directions you can go in. This way, and the other way takes you towards the blue door. We don't actually have the blue key right this second. It's actually in one of the more interesting puzzles in Doom 64. So you have to take note of that pattern there. And we'll talk about what you need to do with that in a second. But we do need to eliminate all these enemies because we won't be able to do anything in this room until that happens. Once you eliminate those enemies, the walls there drop down, and we basically need to put that pattern into these slots. This is a really interesting utilization of the switches in this game because you don't really get to do this normally in Doom or Doom 64. Okay, I've messed this up slightly. Okay, so that's the right one, I think. What about this one? No, it's definitely not that. Which one was it? I have terrible memory recall with puzzles like this. Normally, I would just write down what the answer is so I can see it in front of me, but I wanted to see if I could remember this time, and obviously I could not. When you get it right, the blue key drops down there. I like how it does it silently as well, so you don't even know if you've got it right until you have a look at it. Definitely one of the more interesting utilizations of a unique mechanic in Doom 64. Because I don't think that's actually been used so far in Doom 64, which is pretty interesting. That it gets introduced here of all places. You can't let any pinkies survive. Not even the children pinkies. As we make our way across to the blue door here, we've pretty much taken out all the enemies in here. The only enemy that we couldn't kill was this Arachnotron, because I don't know if it's possible to even wake it up from down below. But when you hit this switch, the platform there raises, and that's the end of the level. I do like this one. As mentioned at the start, if you don't like these kind of keep levels where you need to look around to find the way forward, I can imagine this kind of level is very frustrating to you, but I really like this level. I like this kind of style of level. So for me, Cold Grounds is very much a good one for me. And I think that there's a nice sense of exploration and progression. And I feel like there's a lot of fun encounters. The way that that central courtyard area gets used multiple times for multiple encounters. Again, something Doom 64 does really, really well. Let me know what you guys think of Cold Grounds. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.